Good morning. Tyler and I got together in 2020 when we were the worst versions of ourselves. Smoking, drinking, abusing pills together for the first year of our relationship. It took a miscarriage for me to stop. We ended up getting pregnant again when I was healthier, and we had the baby. It got to the point where I told Tyler, it's us or it's his lifestyle, and he chose us. Shortly after, he did start drinking occasionally. I got pregnant with our second baby, and by this point, I was exhausted being a stay-at-home mom and doing everything by myself, while his drinking got worse. Wondering if my kids were going to experience a house of alcoholism like I did. So I put my hope in superficial things like finding a new house. If only we had more room, then things would get better, right? But we didn't get the house, and I had no hope. I was thinking of leaving the family that I always dreamed of having. They'd be better off without me. Running away would fix all of our problems. It was out of desperation that I went to church. September of 2024, I accepted Jesus into my heart, and I was changed forever. I quickly got plugged into small groups, started going to Celebrate Recovery. I got baptized. My hope was no longer in new things, a quick fix, or a person. My hope was, and still is, in our Savior, Jesus Christ.
Amen.
I am a new person, and my problems didn't go away, and I am far from perfect. But surrounding myself with a loving community, I decided that I really needed to partner with God and for our lives to actually change. So I started praying for Tyler to get sober, praying for our family to heal. I submitted prayer requests online to New Life, to churches in different states. I prayed with the prayer team after every service, and I asked everyone I knew who had faith to pray for Tyler's sobriety. I admitted that I had no control over our situation, surrendering Tyler and his addiction to God. I found myself on my knees listening to worship music, bearing my soul to God, with tears streaming down my face day after day. Even in the heaviness, I was surrounded by a peace that made no sense. We found out I was pregnant again with our third, and I was no longer panicking of what was going to happen to our family, because I had faith that God would fulfill his purpose for our life and for our family.
I'm Tyler. So Chloe she fell into full faith, and I slowly got to watch her become the parent that I always thought I'd be. She had started bringing the kids to church every Sunday, and reading her Bible, and even attending small groups. Now mind you, if anybody asked me if I was a Christian, I'd say yes. But my life was far from that. I had been held by the chains of addiction for 10 years, And so actually, I believe it was because of the prayers that Chloe and the church and everybody else was praying for me that it actually led me to Celebrate Recovery here at church. And through there, I realized that I needed some serious help. And I went to an inpatient facility, and that's where I finally got sober. But shortly after that, I had some health issues come up. And this was really scary. This took me out of work for a few months, and we were all out of paid time off. I didn't know how we were going to feed the kids. I was extremely lethargic, so I was basically worthless around the house. And this broke me. I'm a father who's trying to take care of their family. I'm just now trying to do what's right. I'm trying to stay clean, trying to, just be a provider, right? And in that moment, I just realized two things. Number one, that I'm not in control of this situation at all. And that was scary. That was really, really scary, because all I wanted to do was just provide for my family. That was that was the littlest thing I wanted to do. And the other thing was, in that moment, I just surrendered everything to God in that moment. I just said, I was done doing things my way. For the longest time, I've always just been saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'll quit, this time or whatever. It was always me. And at that point, I just said, God, what do you want me to do? what is your will, Lord? I don't see a way out of this, Lord, but I'm just gonna put full faith in you, and I'm just gonna trust that you're gonna change and you're gonna make a way out of this, because there was no way out of this, right? And so shortly after that, I felt extreme conviction to finally marry Chloe. And so I was like, honey, we gotta get married. And she was like, all right. And so like that week later, we got married, we formed a covenant under God. And a week after that, I was baptized. And I'd love to tell you all that as soon as I came out of that water, it was like instant, like I was just immediately, healed, no more health issues, no more struggles. But no, it was like day after day after day, just continuously submitting to the Lord and trusting in him and just saying no to me and yes to him. Dude, the chains of addiction, the generational curses that held me for years and years and years, the Lord just broke them all. I mean, our marriage is so amazing now. I can't even explain to you how God has turned everything around. And it's not anything that I do. It's because Jesus Christ literally rose from the grave, and it's that power that has brought this change in my life. And so putting your faith in Jesus and just submitting to his will was the best decision that I have ever made. And we live with a joy that is it makes no sense, a peace that makes no sense. And I cannot explain to you guys how happy I am every single day, even in the crazy moments, even when everything is not going right. Everything has changed because I've just put full faith into Jesus Christ. And I am so grateful and so blessed. And guys, my hope and my prayer for all of you guys is if you're feeling that way, just go for Jesus, dude. Just go. Just give it all to him. Submit to him. He can give you new life. I promise you that. And that's all he wants for you guys. Thank you, guys.